Long story short, I ended up losing my job. This, I'll never forget it. I think it was the week before Thanksgiving. I'm almost positive that's what it was. Or no, 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. It was a Thursday, and my wife understood where I stood on everything I stood. I laid it out to the rest of my coworkers. I'm like, I will not take this thing. I will be fired. If that's what happens, it's fine. And you may think I'm a psycho for saying what I'm about to say, but I stand by it to this day, that what you guys have either injected or are choosing to possibly inject or not inject is a trial run for the mark of the beast. And they are trying to measure your compliance in so many ways. And I will not submit. And so submit I did not. And I lost my job. Never forget it. I had to turn in my computer. My boss like brought security and the whole 9 yards. And I was like, I don't need your job. I'll be all right. And we went that evening, that Thursday evening, to turn in my computer and all my, final belongings, my badge and all that stuff, which I was like, I'm good. I don't need it. And I walked back into my car, where my wife was sitting in the passenger seat, and I closed the door, turned to the right and looked at her and said, okay. And she looks back at me and she says, so what are we going to do now? And I responded, I have no idea. We're going to wait and see what God does. The very next day, I get a call from an AI company in one of the most hostile COVID Western countries in the world, from Australia. It's an Australian-based company that works in AI, and they were like, "Hey, we want you to run this linguistic, you have, you have studies in linguistics. That's what you studied in school. We want you to be a supervisor for this project where you bring people in and you're going to work on collecting data for this company." And I was like, oh, okay. So great. And she's like, well, when can you start? I'm like, do I need to take an interview? She's like, no, this is the interview. If you're ready to go, like, you can start. I was like, really? She's like, yeah. Like, I didn't have any formal interview, nothing. Like, she's just like, yeah, you can start. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, when do you want me to start? She's like, well, how soon can you start? Tomorrow if you want. She's like, well, we need a week to get your credentials in and blah, blah, blah. And okay, what are we looking at? What are we talking about? Dude, we're talking about like for me, this was like a 30% raise from what I was making back then. It was wild. It was unheard of, just wild. And so I took the job.